Hi, welcome back to Witch&Craft. It's been a while. I can't really say anything happened, but it was a nice little break. So now we're back into the shop, and let's get started. I'm sure there's a lot of potions we're gonna have to make. Here's our daily login bonus, 2 voucher bees and 5,000 crowns. What's new? Conduct explorations frequently to find new recipes. If a new exploration area is unlocked or an existing one is expanded, actively request exploration to the area. You might also find rare items during the exploration. I think we read that before. Check what items can be found. You can check which items can be found. Well, you can tell that I'm rusty at this. You know what? It doesn't matter what's new. We can figure that out later. We got a new record in sales thanks to the long sword. New record of customers too. I guess with this new addition of weaponry recipes, we're appealing to a new form of clientele, so that helps business. We had some leftover potions. So 3 of the shells have been refilled. We've leveled up to level 22. We've collected 1 million crowns. And now here's Sarah, thanking us for our patronage. Not that we've done much, or bought much, I should say. Oh, she designs the furniture herself? You know, originally, I had not planned for this break to be this long. After I dropped that 5-hour video, I was just gonna take a week, and then that just stretched out. So my bad on that, but also I don't feel too bad because no one watches. But it doesn't matter, consistency is key. Shall we do some alchemy? What to put up? I see that a couple of our potions have gotten more popular. We had the volcano completed. Nice. No ignium though, which is unfortunate, as we do need that for the magic staff. Oh, but there's a fire market. New items, but no ignium, so we'll have to do volcano again. But look, now the magic staff is an 80% success rate. So we really got to keep an eye on that one. If the success rate is below, I guess maybe 60%, it's just not doable. So we might just be able to craft it today. Ah, the duchesses. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this feels a little weird for me because I played this in February and I've played several other episodes after that, so I know I'm more familiar with the most recent thing. So I know what's happening in the future, and I gotta make sure to not give it away. And also, I gotta make sure to not sound too silly. Just kind of like, damn, what happened here? I gotta figure out some way. I've either gotta figure out how to get a bunch of orbs. Like, I either have to just, like, knuckle it and pay for orbs, or I have to just accept using the non-orb decorations, because there's no way I'm gonna acquire 140 orbs anytime soon. There's just no way, not when most of the tasks that give you orbs only give you like one at a time. It's very rare you get the ones that give you like multiple orbs. So I might have to give up my dream of that really pretty purple drapes and lanterns one. I've either got to accept the gold garland or the blue garland or something. Same for all the other really cute like windows, like the window that lets you see people walk past and stuff. Sometimes you just gotta know where you're at, right? You gotta know where you're at and you gotta be there. Otherwise you'll make yourself sick. Alright, let's get crafting some stuff. And after I fill up 3 other shelves, I'll go and do the daily explorations. Oh, I love a good bonus. If I'm being quieter than usual, I apologize. I gotta get myself back into the swing of this. Also, I have to play another game. I haven't, well, not another game, but I have to play another episode of this. It's been actually a while since I touched Witch&Craft. Maybe about 3 weeks. I just haven't found the time. I've actually been really busy with a couple other projects and some real life stuff. which I'll explain. I don't know. I'll tell you some things. Some things are a funny story. But not this episode. That'll be for later episodes. That's right, I didn't craft enough for the new shelf. Longsword never hurts. We'll eventually get good enough with that I'm sure we'll see bonuses pop up for the longswords too, so we'll be making like 8 apiece. Alright, volcano first. Just get that one out the way. So I don't remember quite when the last video was, but I'm sure it was a little after I got back on the Substack. So I've been back on there for quite a while now. I've put up quite a few things. It's been fun. I just recently finished a project where I read a lot of nonfiction, specifically like women essayists. I wanted to read Joan Didion and Sylvia Plath because they're talked about a lot on Substack, and I was like, well, what's the hype? And then when I was reading those two, I was like, well, it's not fair to just read these two. There's got to be more people, and hopefully more African American writers. So I looked up Zora Neale Hurston, and she had a book of nonfiction essays, and a woman named Zadie Smith, a British writer. Hers was good. I read Feel Free. It's one of her books. And Toni Morrison. I tried to read a fiction book of hers. They had 2 at the library. One was Beloved, which I'm never touching. The movie scarred me, so I'm never touching it. And Paradise. And I read it, and credit to her writing style. She is a beautiful writer, and that's what kept me going on into that book for so long, because otherwise the plot didn't really grab me. Like, once I read the first chapter and I knew what it was all going to be about, afterwards, I was kind of like, but it was beautiful. I mean, her writing is gorgeous. Beautiful imagery and descriptions and flow. So hopefully I can find her other book, Jazz and Tar Baby, and read those, because I do want to read her fiction work. But her nonfiction work was really great. So I read all that. And, Eve Babbitt's. I had read her work first, last year. Eve's Hollywood. Love that book. And I just put it all together in an essay, about women's nonfiction essay writing. So, if you are curious and you want a little more nonfiction in your life, and you want to read some more women writers, I recommend looking at that essay, or just look up the people I just said. We don't have to make it complicated. Oh, also, regarding Witch&Craft, I know lately I've been using the ads for insta-complete so that I can save my orbs. Oh, excuse me. But I will no longer be doing that because literally it says you receive more items when you just use the orbs. So I need items more than I need those purple drapes. And I really need all that ignium we just got. Look at that, 4 pieces of ignium. Hell yeah. That's how we close. Also, I don't know why, but YouTube recommended to me, or started putting in my algorithm, a lot of dropout content. It's been a pleasure. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been really funny. If I had money, I would indeed purchase a subscription. If I had money, I would do a lot of things. I would have a lot of paid subscriptions on Substack right now, but yeah, it's a funny story for another episode. An episode about a job I almost took, but I couldn't in the end, ethically. And maybe morally? And it's not what you think. But it's funny. That'll be 3 episodes down, probably. Something more recent. What the hell? Smelly fish Meunier. That's terrible. That's terrible. No. I say no, but I am gonna make it at some point. Not today. Probably not next episode, but it will be made. You have to. Everything's a chance to increase your skills in any which way. And if you gotta get creative and make a smelly fish dish, so be it. Honestly, so be it. Alright, oh! Now we're at 100% success for the magic staff. Alright, let's do this. I guess there's no will we, won't we, this time. Like, it's guaranteed. We're gonna do it. I can't even pretend. I can't even feign nervousness. The outcome is inevitable. I kind of miss Thanos' grand speeches. I have to look some up. I still think about that one. You did all that, and where did it get you? Back to me. Mans was a poet. Can you imagine getting your shit, well, no. Can you imagine getting bodied by a poet? Maybe one of us can. A Torontonian. That's neither here nor there, though. Alright, so we completed a story quest. We are now up to level 21 in our alchemical skill, which is fantastic. Shall we make a battle staff? I mean, why not? Boom. And it's a bonus. Look at us. Look at us flourishing. Thriving. Orbs. Beautiful. Episode 3. Scarlet, the Wizard. Oh, how I want to eat donuts again. All Liliana could think about that day was donuts. Then out of nowhere, the wizard she met at the donut shop, Scarlet, came to visit. I will say, with the benefit of a few extra episodes, Scarlet is still weird to me, but I don't think she's a threat. Yet. She could be, because she's just kind of weird to me. But maybe she's not. Maybe she's just, you know, a quirky character. I don't know. I don't know. She just rubs me the wrong way. And I couldn't even tell you why. She's dressed in one of my favorite colors. I don't know. I think there was that cutscene where there was like a bunch of commotion, and I'm pretty sure it was her. And then she came back to Liliana all like innocent. I don't know. Just a pessimistic person. These last 5 years, man. They really jade you. How could you tell me you prefer things in a more adult style when you're literally bedecked in ribbons and bows? That's not, you know what, whatever. Hey. Not to say that ribbons and bows cannot be for adults, but any adult I know who dresses like that admits it's a very cutesy style, is all I'm saying. Just own it. Own the cuteness of it. Adults can be cute. Perfectly fine. Just don't come up to me in your pink Pilates princess core aesthetic and then look at me dead in the eye and say, I'm actually a very sober individual. Oh, there's my favorite, Ryan! Same. Scarlet the wizard, who Liliana met by accident, is a bit strange, but they seem to get along. Liliana was very happy to make such a good friend. Chapter 2. A lively wizard. Then. Delivery quests unlocked. Okay. Another cutscene. Oh, between Mocha and Ryan. Is this awkwardness, or does he have a crush on Mocha? Because without fail, whenever a character starts stuttering around another character of the opposite gender, then for sure, that's the trope. That's just the way it is. Mocha sounds like that parent that disapproves of their child's choices but still supports them. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, I should make these episodes longer. Maybe they're more popular that way. Like an hour long. But then I'm sitting here 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes into this 46-minute episode, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, it's fun. This is fun. But I wonder, I mean, I think I've done 50 minutes before. I probably could. I just need to get back into the practice of it. Once I get back to the practice of it, probably sitting for an hour will be easy peasy. Oh, looks like there's a delivery request. There's a young gentleman, I'm assuming young, with an exclamation mark over his head. We should see what he wants. Requests from customers. Some customers will request the delivery of specific products. These products can be sold to the customers directly for much higher profit. Okay. A commission then. Turn the page. Deliver products as soon as you have them. You do not have to provide all the requested products at once. You can deliver one product type at a time. Deliver the items as soon as you have them. Fill the request in the time limit. Also, if you can deliver all the items within the time limit, you will be awarded a bonus. This is very lucrative, so make sure to pay attention to your customers' requests. Well then, in the case of a bonus, it would really make more sense to get those requests done and out of the way as soon as possible. So he requires 32 long swords and 39 mushroom meals. Hell of a banquet, my man. Bro's about to go and outfit the Red Wedding. Sure, let's do some alchemy. We need, what was it, 32 long swords? I hope I have enough of that flour that I need for the mushroom meal. What was it? It wasn't a plumeria. Was it a plumeria? I guess I should be more concerned with the long swords, because even with the bonus, you only get 8. But we have plenty enough tin and ore, even if we don't get bonus every single time. Okay, we have 28 now. We need 4 more. But I like to keep a little extra for the shop. Apparently not. That must be next episode where I take that into account. Grilled meat and mushroom. Alright, do I have the flour? I don't. The plumbago. That's what I'm missing. It wasn't a plumeria. Plumbago. Which will require... I don't want to leave it up to chance, I think, for the exploration. Although maybe I could get it at the Lone Isle. But if I'm remembering correctly, I can get it at the market. I would just have to, like, watch an ad. think. Oh, what are we about to do? Are we gonna go to the Lone Isle? It has legitimately been so long that I don't know what I did. I'm over here with y'all like, what happened? Well, y'all. The ghost of y'all. The Midwest Gothic version of Ghost of You by My Chemical Romance. What am I in the forest for? Is the forest where I can get plumbagos? Well, it's definitely not the lakeside, so I guess it would be the forest. Well, let's see. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Oh, what to tell y'all now? What to tell y'all? Oh, well, yeah, because of that project I did on Substack, I've been reading a lot of books. Actually, I didn't just read nonfiction. I also got book 2 in the Southern Reach trilogy. The first one was Acceptance. It's a series of books by Jeff Vandermeer. They made Acceptance into... No, not Acceptance. Annihilation. Acceptance is the third book. Annihilation is the first book. And they made that into a movie with Natalie Portman and Oscar Isaac. Great movie. Great cosmic horror film. I recommend it. And I wanted to read the book, so I bought it a few years ago. I finally read it like last year. Great book, actually. I don't know if it's... I mean, in many ways, the movie is just as good as the book, just because of, like, getting to see at least the closest visual approximation to what Jeff Vandermeer's vision was. So I got the second book in the library. And that one's called Annihilation. No, not Annihilation. The second book was what? Authority. There we go. That one was really good. I did enjoy it. The ending was pretty awesome. And I just have to get the third book, which is also in the library. And they also have the fourth book, which was a prequel to the whole series, which interests me even further now because of what I know about prior events prior to Area X from the second book. So I'm gonna get those, but first I have to finish the book I'm reading now. It's been on my TBR for like literally 2 years. Legends and Lattes. I'm on chapter 7 right now. It's nice. If anybody's read that fan fiction, I don't even remember the name of it. But it was the RWBY fan fiction about Juan Arc being a cafe owner instead of a hunter. Very much like that, and I love that fanfic. I reread that like at least once a year, so I'm liking it so far. Be gone. Okay, now we're done. Do we have a plumbago? It looks like we do. Man, pass me new. I have to get on it now. A beast claw, a plumbago, 5 big claws, and some hides. Wonderful. Am I gonna redo the forest again? Okay, alright. I guess I tried to see if I could get a plumbago the second time. But they're rare. They're rare items for a reason. But yeah, Legends Latte is really good. It's very calming. It says it's called a high fantasy with low stakes. Even though like within the first like 4 chapters it presented a possibly tense situation, but I'm trusting the author here. I mean, just like that fanfiction I was telling y'all about, there was tension in that one. There was probably higher stakes than in this book. But I gotta read this book. first, and then I'll finish up the Southern Reach trilogy. Well, series. It's no longer a trilogy. What do you call a 4-book series? It's a quadrilogy? Whatever. It's a series. And then after that, what do I plan to read? I don't know. I still have like 4 books in my TBR, but the others are like horror books. And you don't have to read horror books only around Halloween, but I feel like I can like take my time with those. I don't know. I finally made a dent in my Substack inbox. They changed it around so I feel less anxiety looking at the orange dots. They're no longer there. It's more soothing, actually. And I got through just about all but one of the longest newsletters. And there's a couple new ones that just came out today, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. PSA, if you're on Substack, or even if you're just on Tumblr or AO3 or whatever site allows like readers to interact with a work, always give a like, a share, if you can, if you feel like it, a comment. I told myself like in February I was going to be doing that. Like I'm going to do my best to put a comment under every article that I read or newsletter that I read, and not just like a great job or a this was awesome. I mean, that's totally valid. I would love myself as a writer to get like, oh, this is awesome, good job. But for me personally, I wanted to like let my the people I subscribe to know that like I've read this, like so I put like oh, I love this point here, or this was a really good example of their things like that. Yeah, see, no plumbago. Sheep's milk though. But yeah, if you're on any of those, if you're on AO3, give a kudos. You can only give out one anyway, like one per fic, even though it should be one per chapter. But just give a kudos. You don't have to give a comment. Let somebody know that you've read it and you appreciate their work, because it's a lot of work to like think about this stuff, especially in a time where AI is encroaching upon just about everything. Let people know that you appreciate genuine, authentic human effort. Because maybe being very generous, maybe AI is a genuine effort, but it's not authentic. Like I can see somebody, who isn't really too fussed about like the ethical argument about AI, just being like, I just really want a picture of a certain thing. That's a genuine emotion, but the work itself is not authentic in the least bit. It's an amalgamation of everything that's come before, of other people's works, without due consideration to license or fair use or ethics or anything of the sort. I mean, they're gonna have a field day about this in court for the next several years, I'm sure. But point is, just let an artist know you appreciate them today and all other days. Again, you don't have to leave like a detailed comment if you feel like you're back in college putting up a discussion post. That was always a thing for me too, but just leave a like, share. On Substack specifically, you can like share a specific quote, if something like really just struck out to you as like a really good line, share it on there or something. On Tumblr, hit that heart, maybe do a reblog. It makes people feel good. It makes creators, artists feel good. Oh wow, we're already at 40 minutes. Well, what to do? receive our daily quests, get some vouchers, another official permit, and then we got some main goals. We've collected 2 million crowns, we completed our first delivery request, and I'm not gonna keep going until we get to level 26 in this episode. We'll get to that next episode. There's really no rush for any of that. I timed like the making of this episode perfectly because I'm actually hungry. Wonderful time to have dinner. There's only like 5 minutes left in this episode. I hope y'all will have a great snack or meal after this too. I hope you all are drinking water. I should have done that. I should have done the minute warning of the water break. I'll do that next episode. Sometimes I need to be reminded to drink water, and I'm sure it's the same for you too. Oh, are you gonna do the smelly fish menu? No, I think not this episode because the particular combination of materials got me. I was confused. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like very confused. And the answer was far more simple than I had thought it was. A little future knowledge there for you. I wonder what the flavor of the day at Culver's is. Ooh. That's a good one. That is a good one. I think, live free or die hard, right? I may be broke, but I'm still alive. Ah, a cutscene for the fire market. Get him, Ryan. I feel like Ryan's that kind of guy who other people might think are lazy, but he just hates doing inefficient things. Like if he doesn't have a set plan or for the day, he's not gonna fill his day with busy work. He's just gonna chill. Doing pointless things just to be seen doing something is inefficient. Move when you need to, be still when you don't. Get him, Noel. I'd like to learn to laugh like them one day. Oh, my story senses are tingling. Why did I just get a vision of, like, Rey from Evangelion, like, superimposed over Noelle? Alright, well, I'm gonna leave that here. Oh, man, look at that. I mean, if I had a job. If I had some disposable cash, then maybe. I spent plenty enough on some ridiculous things. Like, don't let me tell you about the time I spent, like, almost $200 in the Tapas ink shop. For some webcomics. Support your artists, of course. Anyway, that's about done for us here. Thank you all for another wonderful day at the shop. We did a lot of great stuff, and we successfully completed the magic staff. So, I'll see y'all later.